What's up, folks? Welcome back again. It's this beautiful Monday every month that we are here again. Talking Rocket is back, baby, with a top 10 series. And tonight we are featuring the top 10 from Whitesnake. For those who didn't catch up with the last episode, we were here like 1 week ago with my buddy Rainer, the usual suspect already in this show. And we had a blast with the whole Whitesnake discography. I think, buddy, it was the best podcast we did so far. I over enjoyed it. What do you think?
I agree. I agree. I agree. It was big fun, and so therefore, thanks for having me again here for the top 10 titles of Whitesnake.
Oh
Fantastic
yeah,
band. So will be an interesting evening for sure.
it's gonna be for sure. So welcome aboard once again. Top 10 series Whitesnake. I'm your host Mike on your right side, and on the left side is my partner in crime when it comes to musical discussions and bands, Rainer, all the way from Germany. So it was so freaky hard to squeeze a top 10 that we have to do what we did with Iron Maiden. We have to have honorable mentions because it's impossible. I just couldn't. What about you?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Michael. It's impossible to squeeze that huge discography of so many songs down to 10. So I have some honorable mentions with me of some songs where normally I would say these are really one of the best songs of Whitesnake. But if we have to limit it to 10, then they can't make it finally into the top 10. So therefore, shall we go?
All right, the stage is yours, my friend. Show me the honorable mentions. What you picked?
Thanks. So very close to the top 10, but not in it is The Love Hunter. One of the classic songs from the album named Love Hunter. Then We Wish You Well. What a fantastic short hymn. Belgian Tom's Hat Trick.
All right, man.
One of two instrumentals. Then The Gambler, The Children of the Night, and finally again a more slowly one, Blind Man.
Wow, what a list, man. Wow. Very many unexpected choices here. You're gonna be probably surprised as well with mine. I will name a few. I'm gonna start with the medicine man, the doctor of love. I will continue with the standing in the shadow from Slide It In.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna surprise you with crying in the rain.
Absolutely not in the top 10. That's really surpurprising.
Not,
Oh, and that
yeah.
makes me even
I
more
mean,
curious.
I, I mean, it was probably around number 11, I would say, or 11, 12. What else? Let me see. Yeah, I like the lay down your love a lot. I like the don't break my heart again.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Summer rain. It's one of my favorites, but very underrated song. So
Yeah,
many
yeah.
surprises. Yeah, that's all for now. Let's stick to the top 10. There are going to be many surprises there. The White Snake has a great catalog. You can pick so many. It's just our personal top 10. There is nothing bad about it. And I'm very curious to see your top 3.
My top three.
Yeah.
Uh, I think if I mean you know already my favorites from the whole discography when it's about the albums. So therefore, within the top three, there will be some surprises for you. I can promise already.
All right, let's do again the same thing we did with Iron Maiden. How many songs you think we are going to have in common in our top 10?
Ah, three.
Let me see my
No, four,
list and I
four.
will
So,
tell
so
you.
four, 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 four,
You
four,
think 4? I
four.
will
Yeah.
say I will say 1, 2, 3. I would say also 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
let's see who's
Let's
going to
see.
be right, all right? The
Yeah,
stage is
yeah, okay.
yours. Let's go with number 10, buddy.
Okay, number 10 will be the first surprise for you, maybe, because you might expect it a little bit higher ranked. It's Still of the Night from the album 1987.
Wow.
The album, as such, as I said, is my second favorite album from the era after John Lord left the band and Whitesnake quit finally from that more blues rock driven sound to a more heavy sound, a little bit of glam rock sound behind. So I don't like the mixing of the album, as I explained already in the discography. Especially, I don't like the mixing of the drums very much. But the title as such is really one of those heavy metal anthems. So it's a really great song, very driving, and it was a benchmark within the Whitesnake discography. So therefore, I had to select one of this, the 1987 album, and therefore it needs to be Still of the Night. Great opener, fantastic song.
I have to say that I'm surprised to see this song very like low, relatively low. I was expecting probably top five in your list, but I was sure it's gonna
Okay,
be here.
okay,
So yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My number 10 is an oldie from the second record, Love Hunter, 1979. Wow. And you gotta understand, I'm walking in the shadow of the blues.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be in the top 10, definitely.
uh, I love the blues, but they don't tell my stories because I'm young, you know. But still, this song, it brings insta, I don't know, memories from the past. It's like the classic rock blues sound that we all love and, you know,
Yeah,
old and
yeah,
young. So it's just this. It had to be. It had to be. And I freaking love it. It's my favorite song from the Love Hunter, obviously. So yeah, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, a classic, number 10 for me.
fantastic. Yeah, I love that song. Definitely, definitely. And yeah, my number nine. It is Can You Hear the Wind Blow from the Good to Be Bad album. And as you know, the Good to Be Bad album is my favorite album of the later area of Whitesnake. I always divide this a little bit into two sections, the whole discography. The title is my favorite, what I would call straightforward Whitesnake song. I think we mentioned it already in the discography. This song, excuse my French, is definitely a kick in the ass. It really has a fantastic opening with some nice riffs at the beginning. Then David Coverdale's voice kicks in, and then after almost 1 minute, it just goes straight forward and it never leaves you alone. So it's such a great song. Love it. Great, fantastic song. Number nine.
Duck Aldrich, baby. This is the sound.
Yeah,
This is
I
the
knew that you would mention it.
of course, because I love this song. Great choice. Such an underrated album for me. We saw it in the discography, like it was, I think, top four. I think it was number four. Yeah, awesome choice. So far,
Yeah.
so far, so good.
Okay, the conflicts come later,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dear.
Okay, my number nine is gonna surprise you. Uh, since I ranked the album relatively low in the discography,
Uh-huh.
but I think that this song has one of the most amazing intro solos in their whole catalog from the Whitesnake. I mean, and it insta brings you to the mood. It has this also perfect video clip that the band is playing in the whole bar or I don't know, saloon or club or whatever is it. Lights are off, and
Uh-huh.
Coverdale talking about heartbreak from a woman, you know, with this deep emotional vibrato. So basically, what else do you want? I'm talking about Too Many Tears, obviously.
Ah.
And yeah, I mean, I was very surprised to put this number nine. Uh, it didn't really chart the song. Like, I mean, it's a great song. Some people say it's okay. Uh, I don't know. I still keep digging it a lot. I mean, I love the intro. I love his voice. I love everything about it. So number nine, Too Many Tears. My first surprise here. I'm sure you didn't expect that.
No, not at all, not at all. But great choice anyway. Great choice anyway. Nice song, nice song. Okay, my number eight,
Hmm.
uh, Judgment Day from Slip of the Tongue. As you know, I love the album Slip of the Tongue, but more in the sense I would always call it not really a typical Whitesnake album. For me, it's more like a Coverdale Way project. So very similar to the Coverdale Page project that also happened at a certain point of time. And mainly because I think this song shows exactly why Steve Vai and David Coverdale are so much complementary to each other, especially on that song. It's fantastic how the quite unique guitar from Steve Vai and the very unique voice of David Coverdale fit to each other. Then some great elements guitar-wise also from Adrian Vandenberg. And the whole song has a very strong, not very complex, it's even quite simple, but it has a very strong arrangement which goes through the whole song. Sometimes it reminds me even a little bit of the setup of songs like Kashmir, to be honest, and without comparing the two songs directly, because Kashmir, I think, still plays in another league. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
Kashmir and
really, really,
Kashmir.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But it's anyway. This song, Judgment Day, is a quite long song, very consistent, very dramatic, and so I love it. I really love it.
The only correction I would like to say here, I know that you love Judgment Day, and I know that you're not the biggest fan of the Slip of the Tongue. So am I. So is the actual David Coverdale as well. So not hard feelings there. I just want to say again, I repeated, I also corrected you in the ranking of the discographies. It's not Steve Vai Coverdale, it's Vanderberg. He composed everything.
Yeah,
And
I
and I get exactly the same feelings with the Kashmir Zeppelin vibes, the
mhm.
whole thing. I think the song it's a killer, and it just hits so hard but slow that you want to make you bang your head. That's why it's my number 8 after all.
Okay, good.
So you're number 7.
My number seven. Now we are getting more again into the older sections. It's from the Come and Get It album, Child
Ooh,
of Babylon.
ooh,
It's
nice.
for me, this song is interested from that angle because it's constructed and composed a little bit more in the style of one of the two Bernie Marsden solo albums. I think it was the second one, the more mature one. It's so it's really really very much so Marsden put a big stamp of his characteristics onto that song. However, it has a great David Coverdale voice. It's very very nicely supported by John Lord's organ, very balanced between the general quiet slow time signature and the far more intense final section with a very nice Bernie Marsden solo then at the end. So that kind of composition, which is not really epic but close to an epic. So that is what I always love about Whitesnake, and Child of Babylon is one of those examples where it went already quite well. We will see some further examples later, and so it's really very nice, and especially I love it that in the end it disappears finally in the same way like it started at the beginning. So it's really a nice composition in some kind of a wave. Love that song. Another one which I really admire, and it reminds me a little bit of my childhood, by the way. So therefore, great thing, and Child of Babylon on 7.
Great track, great record. Uh, Nice choice, man. Nice choice. I I agree. I agree. It's a great song. My number 7. It's actually the first song that I ever listened to from Whitesnake, and I like actually the more modern version. And I know you don't. And I'm talking about "Fool for Your Loving," which
Mm.
is an absolute classic. Great rhythm sections, catchy chorus with phenomenal, beautiful, high technical solo by Steve Vai. And I remember watching the video clip that, it's kind of glam style and everything. And he's doing these virtuoso things. And it got me back then. It still gets me right now up to this day. It continues to amaze me. And the only reason that I like the more modern version is because this is the one that I first listened to. And then, when I listen to this and then I go to the original one, I'm like, something is missing. It's not so technical, or.
Mm. Mm.
So, Full for Your Loving, like the first song I ever listened, it couldn't be missed, it couldn't be skipped. So, number 7, nice position. And we continue.
Great selection, by the way. Um, and yeah, we continue with number 6, I guess.
Yes.
Number six on
Yeah.
my side is Crying in the Rain, but I have to insist that it's the version of the Saints and Sinners album. I love the
Hmm.
Crying in the Rain song. It's a very intense, epic kind of blues rock song. It's although it's also quite Bernie Marsden driven, it has composition-wise more Coverdale elements. So I love the Crying in the Rain, and yeah, it's a fantastic song. Love it.
I mean, I almost feel bad that I didn't put it, man, because it's such a great, such an awesome song, like an absolute classic. And I like both versions. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
definitely.
now it comes my second surprise. Now
Yeah.
you don't see this coming
Wow.
at all.
Yeah.
So I couldn't leave out of my top 10 a song from one of my favorite records. I'm talking about Good to Be Bad.
Yeah.
You actually put one. I'm putting also one, but it's not When the Wind Blows. But it's All I Want, All I Need.
Ah.
So I'm definitely
Yeah.
this is definitely a surprise. It's like a power ballad. At this stage, Coverdale's voice ages like fine wine. He's like 56 years old in
Mhm,
this
mhm.
record. And of course, Doug Aldrich, which I saw on Friday last week with Dead Daisies, and he killed it.
Oh,
I'm gonna send you videos if you want. He killed it,
great. Yes,
man.
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
He created the perfect atmosphere for a love song. You know, beautiful entry solo, and he's playing a Les Paul. You know, he's putting in the neck position with delays and reverbs in this creamy, beautiful sound. So I freaky love it. All I want, all I need, and I was actually between either I would put this or I would put the Summer Rain because these two songs I love both of them very much, but I decided to go with this. So number six, All I Want, All I Need, extra special heart for Doug.
Fantastic. 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 Okay, let's continue with number five. Now it's getting more and more interesting, I guess. So my number five is Till the Day I Die from the Come and Get It album again. Um,
Ooh,
Till the day
wow.
Till the Day I Die is to me one of the most typical Whitesnake compositions because they did this more than once that they let's start the song with an almost acoustic part at the beginning, and then it switches almost all of a sudden into a straight rock song without leaving the blues rock roots aside. So that's always that interesting um, tension within the song. So and what I really admire is the very cool John Lord Hammond orgel solo in the second part and the end of the song. So this Till the Day I Die song is so much driven by the Hammond organ of John Lord, the great composition, very typical for Whitesnake, and of course by the fantastic voice of David Coverdale. And since I'm really a huge John Lord fan, I needed to have this song in my top five.
You are.
I am indeed. I am indeed.
I was expecting that you're gonna put a second one from Come and Get It. I think this is your second one from Come and Get It, right?
Yeah. Right. After Child of Babylon, now till the day I die. Yeah.
So, but I thought that you're gonna put another one. I thought you're gonna put
Okay.
what I put in number five. For
Okay.
me, it's one of the best slow rock, slow blues rock songs. Talking about women and whiskey. All you need is winter, fireplace, red carpet in front, and just dig into it. I'm talking about lonely days, lonely
Yeah.
nights
Great.
that gets you from the intro straight into this bluesy mood.
Yeah.
Crazy, cozy vibes, spicy vibes, and
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think it's one of the highlights of the album and great compositions with Moody and Marston.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. Absolutely. It absolutely. I anyway love the tension between the Marston style of guitar playing and the Moody slide guitar. That always made the difference in the first area. when you compare Whitesnake with other bands. Very great. Love it.
I'm curious if you're gonna have it in the top 10 since you didn't mention it in the honorable mentions because I was very surprised actually. But let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's
We
see.
we continue with number 4. Okay, now it's getting clearer, I think, for me and for you as well. I can already guess probably the next song. Let's see.
You want to have a guess for my number four?
Should I? Can I?
You sure?
Here I go again.
No, it comes later.
Thanks for the spoils. All right,
Hey,
let's
come
go.
on, you know that Here I Go Again is on quite off the top of the list, so therefore. Now let's go for number four. Number four on my side is Ready and Willing from the same titled album.
Yes.
When I was really still young and I heard this song for the first time, it was such a fantastic experience for me.
Damn.
It really has that drive. It really has, by the way, also a very nice typical hammering sound of Murray on the bass. And although Murray is not really an extraordinary bass player, but on this song it fits so perfectly. So it really gives the song some kind of that driving flow and everything. And to me, it's maybe the most down to earth Whitesnake song that I've ever heard. It's really, really, really almost dark in some sessions. I really love that, and I think it shows in the same way also the crucial differentiators of David Coverdale's voice. So David Coverdale, he can have a rough voice, which he shows in this song. He can be even smooth within the chorus lines, and then he can be even bluesy as well. So, and he packs all of those things into one song, which is typical for the whole album, Ready and Willing, by the way. So Ready and Willing, I think, sets the benchmark when it comes to David Coverdale's voice. And so therefore, great album. Love this song and absolutely fantastic.
You know, fun fact. Okay, of course he covers the whole package. That's why he's one of the best singers ever in
Absolutely.
rock history.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh, Fun fact: when I started my top 10, I had it.
Yeah.
I had it, and now I didn't even honorable mention it. Damn, so I almost feel bad about it because I
But
love it.
that
You
shows how
know,
complex the whole discography of all those titles are, how close everything is. So it even can immediately be kicked off the honorable list. So therefore,
Indeed,
that's typical.
indeed. Sweet satisfaction, ready and willing,
Exactly.
sweet.
Exactly.
Damn, how did I miss this? Damn it. All right, another surprise for you. My number 4. It's a song that I listened to way later than I was supposed to, and I didn't actually listen to it specifically. I put the whole record, talking about Forevermore as a record, and specifically the song Forevermore.
Ah.
So I remember being at work. I used to work in the hospital back then, in
Mhm,
my early days as a dentist,
mhm.
and I was in my ambulance. I didn't have any patients, neither students, nothing, and I just had the Forevermore playing, you know. And actually, because I didn't want to, you know, in the hospital we didn't have ad blockers and stuff, so I basically found a video that it has the whole Forevermore from top to the bottom, like 1 hour and 5 minutes, without showing
Mm.
what track is every time, you know. So it was playing there, and I was digging the album, you know, because this is how I first listened to some albums. Like, either I'm gonna actually take the album, focus, see tracks, titles, everything, or I'm just gonna put it on background for like 2 3 times to get the vibe, because unconsciously the brain, you know, accepts or doesn't accept what
Mhm.
you hear, what you listen to. So it was playing and it was playing, and I was like, okay, nice vibes, everything seems fine. And in the end, because I was from distance, I could see that it's almost ending, so I was like, okay, there must be 1 or 2 songs more. So it started the Forever, and I was like, such a nice way ballad, okay, to close the whole record, which it was lovely at the time. And then I hear Coverdale saying "Forevermore," bam, ta ta tan 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 tan, and it goes in, and I'm like, whoop whoop,
Yeah.
wait, what? Here we are, you know. I think and this one was Forevermore was in 2018 or something like this. I gotta check that out. I don't remember exactly the
Forevermore
Forevermore
is
was no, no, no. Sorry,
no, no, no,
2000.
no, earlier.
No, 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 no. Forevermore is 2011. Sorry, I don't know. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
confused.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Forevermore is 2011, and it's another beautiful example that after so many years, the band can compose a masterpiece like this.
Yeah.
It's like one of the little songs that it's relatively long, and
Mhm.
I honestly I don't want it to end. Like the solo, and then I actually searched for it. What was the name? What did I just listen? I was trying to find the track in this 1 hour video, and then I put it. I saw it also live. Doug Aldrich with gold Les Paul, open vest, full sweat, just digging. And it was like This is what I'm talking about. So phenomenal. I fucking love it. Number four.
No, definitely, it's a great song. I mentioned this already in the discography when we had all the albums. No, Forevermore, great song, definitely.
All right, we are getting in
Good.
the top three, man.
Top three. That was really difficult to rank. So my third one, so which comes now next, used to be, I think, 2 weeks ago even on number one. Then it fell down on two again, and now finally, after the last weekend, it went down to three again. But you can always throw a coin between those three songs that will be coming. So here, number three is now, and we had already the spoiler. This will be now. Here I Go Again from the Saints and Sinners album. For me, this is, how shall I say? It's the perfect ballad, which isn't a ballad. So because it starts like normally a ballad would start, and then you immediately see, no, that's not a ballad. That's really quite a nice blues rock song in the end. And this kind of fire and water between the beginning and the end, that's quite typical, especially for the first era of the Whitesnake compositions. But even in the second era, when it was more heavy, Coverdale did this again more often, and so I think that's one of the differentiators of Whitesnake, as I said before. And I love. Did I mention before that I'm a huge John Lord fan? I think I have forgotten it. So no, just kidding. I love, of course, the intro of John Lord, because the thing is, it's in principle a super simple Hammond organ intro, but I fairly do believe if anyone else would play this on the Hammond orgel, it would be just a very simple and boring intro. If John Lord plays it, it's a fantastic intro. Trust me, this is so special how he brings emotions into that quite simple intro with his very nice Hammond organ. That always attracts me. And as I said, a few weeks ago, it was still on my number one because I think it's really, really one of the most important songs of the band. And since I'm a John Lord fan, I was not that much happy that they did it then once again in a more heavy style ballad thing, composition wise construction. I don't know how to name it. No, but anyway, even the more modern version is still a killer song. Still a killer song. Love it.
Both versions great. Uh, I don't know what to say, man. You covered me. My top three is. It starts with "Here I Go Again." I mean, you cover me pretty much in everything. Like you cannot make a list with top 10 being a Whitesnake fan and not include
Yeah,
the anthem. Like
that's it.
it's in every set list always.
That's it.
It's a simple song, but it's so catchy. And many people actually think that "Still of the Night" is the most famous song, but it's not. It's "Here I Go Again."
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
I prefer the more modern version.
Absolutely.
I do because again, like with the "Fool for Your Loving," again I listen to the more modern version first. So yeah, here I go
Oh,
again. My top three. How many songs we have so far? Wait, let me see. We have we have Judgment Day, and
yeah.
we have Here I Go Again. That's it so
Yeah.
far, right?
That's it so far. Nothing more.
Okay.
No, can you hear the wind blow? You haven't selected Still of the Night, maybe still coming on your side. I Would be surprised if
So
not.
only
So okay,
two.
now only two. Oh, that's surprising. So oh,
Okay, I know what is
I,
my number two. So
yeah,
I am pretty sure we are not gonna have four songs, unfortunately, in
no,
common.
no, definitely not. I even would say most likely it will remain with the two. But anyway, let's see, because I don't think that you have my number two in your list, because my number two is Ain't Gonna Cry No More, again from the Ready and Willing album.
Ooh.
It's it's one of the very, very perfect example how complementary the guitar styles of Bernie Marsden and Mickey Moody used to be within that era. Really, I love that interaction between both of them, especially in that song. It has a very, 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 very nice slide guitar elements in it. Like they, by the way, used to have already on the Love Hunter album, and then on Ready and Willing, it went again into that slide guitar section, and yeah, everything perfectly supported by John Lord's organ and keyboards, of course, and complexity-wise, when we look at the whole construction of the song, it's even my favorite Whitesnake song. It can only be topped for one or the other reason by my number one, but complexity-wise, I love that song and I can listen to that song whenever I want to. It's never boring. It's always a great song.
At this point, I'm triggered. What is your number one? Because out of fun, I wanted to say, whenever we started the podcast, I had in my head for sure number one is gonna be Here I Go Again. Then for fun, just for fun, I said it number four. In the end, you put
Yeah.
it in three. So I have no freaky idea what's gonna be, but I know for sure that it's not gonna be my number two because you are not fan of the song. I cannot understand why you are not, but it's a song that I personally love more when I listen to it in the live version. In the they had a gig in London 2004 2006,
Yeah.
and it's talking about love, talking about accepting the love of from other people and how it's all a
Mhm.
game. I looked around and what did I see? Broken-hearted people staring at me. So love ain't no stranger. It's not your number one, I know for sure. But I mean, man, I freaky love this song. Like, there are no ways to express my feeling. It's like, it's not over rock hard, obviously,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's not super soft. It's something in the middle,
Mhm.
catchy, and you should check out if you haven't the live version of it. That he turns the microphone to the people, to the
Yeah.
audience, and they're
Yeah.
singing with the lights and everything. Love and a Stranger is, it was never number one. It was always number two or three, but number
Okay.
one
Okay.
never. So because number one is number one, okay, you will see. So absolutely surprised that it's not in your top 10. And actually, before you say your number one, I want you to tell me how come you don't like this song.
Love Ain't No Stranger. It's not that I don't like this. I think my main point is the whole album Slide It In um, was for me a turning point, which was between both worlds. It left me a little bit alone because it was not the blues rock driven thing of the first era. It was not already in the era of a real heavy sound. So with Cozy Powell, they started to get a little bit more heavy, and then the whole album a little bit under time pressure. So it left me a little bit alone, and I wondered, what is the next direction of Whitesnake? What is that? That doesn't mean that I don't like that song because it's a great song. And by the way, it's very surprising to me that you have it ranked under two because normally I think most of the Whitesnake fans will not know this song very much in detail. I think they would prefer even other songs, but it is a very nice song. I have to admit, it is a very nice song.
Because I saw the love for Slide It In with Your Gambler that you almost put it, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, they're nice.
yeah. Good.
All right, man, hit me. I mean, I'm clueless, honestly.
So now this will surprise you definitely because the album is in my ranking quite low for some reasons, and therefore I have to explain why the next song is my number one, and especially which version. This is very important because my number one is from the Love Hunter album, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, but I definitely prefer the live version. And the reason is, the studio version of Love Hunter was done with the old drummer and not with Ian Pace. And if you listen to the live version in live in the heart of the city, there you can really definitely smell and see and hear and feel that with the drumming of Ian Pace, the whole song, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, gets a slightly different direction. It gets the whole stamp of the very swinging sound, but the very hard sound of Ian Pace within that version. So I love that song. I love especially also here the interaction with the slide guitar. It's my favorite song from that album and my favorite song from the band. And it has an awesome intro with the Hammond organ, which I love it. And
Wait, wait,
it's
what did you say that
perfectly.
it has again?
I think says something to do with John Lord. Correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe. No, just kidding. And I love especially here also the interaction between the Hammond orgel and the slide guitar, because Hammond orgel and slide guitar and the way it is played on this song, this makes it so different in comparison to other blues rock songs, but it still leaves the characteristic of a blues rock song. So and this makes it really unique. And what it makes it finally unique is that fantastic voice of David Coverdale in this live version. It kicks everything out of the stage. Fantastic, phenomenal, and this power within the live version. I can listen to that song whenever I want to. So therefore, great song, love it, but it needs to be the live version for the mentioned reasons.
All right, my number one. You have probably guessed it, right? Shoot,
Shall
shoot,
I?
shoot, 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 shoot. Which one you think it is?
Normally I would say it needs to be Still of the Night. So I
Abso,
cannot think it's anything else.
abso-fucking-lutely. So we were both right. We actually made four common songs. I thought that instead of the Walking in the Shadow of the Blues, that you would have Full for Your Loving. So I bet Judgment Day, Full for Your Loving. Here I Go Again, and Still of the Night. That was my bet.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
almost made it. We almost made it. So Still of the Night. I mean, you're not a real Whitesnake fan if you don't have it in your top 10. For me,
yeah,
period.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no democracy here. No, sorry, no. One of the most amazing heavy hard rock compositions in the world. Sexy vocals, screams, phenomenal rhythm guitars, midsection. I mean,
Mhm,
out of this world. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra, ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. Whole album is top notch because, obviously, because of
mhm.
Sykes. This sound that you can actually hear in his also first album with Blue Murder. Check it out. Like it's gonna start the album of Blue Murder with Sykes, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
say, "Oh my God, I'm listening to 1987 for sure."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh, it's the answer. This song is the answer why he's one of the best guitarists in the world. Was
for sure, for sure, for sure.
getting goosebumps all over my body every time I'm listening to it. Seriously, chills all over my spine. And since I know myself, all these years, it didn't drop from number one. I mean, we talked about it was actually when it comes to Iron Maiden, I was between Infinite Dreams and Hallowed Be Thy Name. There was this 1 2 1 2 according to the mood. In the Dream Theater, there was I don't remember now my exactly top three, I remember Count of Tuscany, probably number one and stuff. It was
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
it was almost changing,
Mhm,
but when it comes to Whitesnake, it
mhm,
was always, no matter
mhm.
what, number one. It's a killer.
That's interesting.
And with that, we've made it to the top, baby.
Great.
Wow.
Interesting session again. Definitely.
How? Let me see. We are 40 minutes. We are on clock. Perfect.
Ah, perfect. Perfect.
I mean, it was lovely to do this again.
It was.
Lovely. And for those who are still here with us, let us know in the comments which is your top 10 and which top 10, mine or Rainer's, is actually better, or what did surprise you from the whole thing. And we're gonna see you in the next time with another top 10 series. But first, there is something else going on up front, which is ranking the discography of another band, which you're gonna see in the end of July. Something is being cooked already. And it's actually something very, very new for me because my buddy here, Rainer from Germany, suggested me this band. So I'm still digging, even though they have only a few albums. It's getting only better. This is the only thing I have to say. So, folks, thanks again for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. Thanks for being here with us. See you in the next time. Talk and rock, baby. Rainer, thank you so much for joining me again.
Thanks again for having me again. See you soon, Michael. Thank you. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye bye, man.
Bye bye. Bye bye.